Have you ever bought something on a whim, felt a rush of excitement, and then a week later, that feeling is gone, but the dent in your bank account is very much real? We've all been there. It's the classic trap of short-term thinking. It feels good in the moment, but it often leads to long-term stress. Today, we're going to dive deep into why shifting your mindset from days to decades can completely transform your financial future. Let's talk about that instant gratification rush. Our brains are literally wired for it. When you see something you want and buy it, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. It's a quick, easy hit of happiness. Marketers know this. That's why we see limited-time offers and flash sales. They're designed to trigger that impulsive part of our brain, making us feel like we'll miss out if we don't act now. The problem is, this cycle of instant pleasure is a treadmill. You get a temporary high, but it doesn't last. Soon, you're looking for the next purchase to get that feeling again. Over time, this doesn't just empty your wallet. It creates a mountain of financial anxiety. You end up living paycheck to paycheck, constantly worried about unexpected expenses and feeling like you're always one step behind. Short-term thinking is like eating junk food for every meal. It's delicious and satisfying right now, but eventually your health will pay the price. The long-term consequences are stress, debt, and a feeling of being trapped. Now, let's flip the script and talk about long-term thinking. This is the financial equivalent of planting a tree. You don't get shade the next day. You don't get fruit the next week. It requires patience, care, and a vision for the future. Long-term thinking means asking yourself, how will this decision affect me in 5 years? 10 years, 20 years. It's about delaying gratification now for a much bigger, more sustainable reward later. Think about it this way. Instead of buying that new gadget, what if you invested that money? At first, it doesn't feel very exciting. Your investment might only grow a tiny bit, but over time, the magic of compounding starts to work. That small amount starts to grow, and then the growth itself starts to earn money, and it snowballs. A few $100s might not seem like much today, but in 20 or 30 years, it could grow into a substantial sum that provides you with real freedom and security. This isn't just about investing in the stock market. It applies to every financial decision. When you're considering a new car, a short-term thinker might focus on the shiny new model and the low monthly payment. A long-term thinker will consider the total cost of ownership, the loan interest, insurance, maintenance, and depreciation. They might opt for a reliable, used car instead, freeing up hundreds of dollars every month to put towards their goals, like a down payment on a house or retirement. The same goes for your career. A short-term mindset might lead you to stay in a job you dislike just because the paycheck is steady. A long-term thinker will invest in new skills, take courses, or even take a temporary pay cut for a role with better growth opportunities. They understand that their earning potential is their greatest asset, and investing in themselves is the best investment they can make. So, how do we make this shift? It starts with having a clear vision. Where do you want to be in the future? Do you want to be debt-free, own a home, travel the world? When you have a compelling reason to save and invest, it becomes much easier to say no to those impulsive, short-term temptations. Your future self becomes more real than the fleeting pleasure of a new purchase. Next, you need to create a system that automates your long-term goals. This is crucial. Willpower is a finite resource. You can't rely on it to make the right choice every single time. Instead, set up automatic transfers to your savings and investment accounts right after you get paid. This is the pay yourself first principle. The money is put to work for your future before you even have a chance to spend it. Out of sight, out of mind. This simple hack bypasses the need for daily discipline and makes long-term thinking your default setting. Another powerful tool is to track your progress. It's not about living like a monk and never spending money on things you enjoy. It's about being intentional. When you've saved up for a vacation, you can enjoy it guilt-free, knowing that your financial foundation is still secure. Financial decisions become less about emotion and more about strategy. You become smarter, calmer, and more intentional with your money. So, I challenge you to take a moment today and think about one small change you can make to shift towards long-term thinking. Maybe it's setting up that automatic transfer. Maybe it's unsubscribing from marketing emails that tempt you. Or maybe it's just sitting down and writing out what you truly want your financial future to look like. Building wealth is a slow process, but the peace of mind and freedom it brings are worth every bit of patience. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about building a stable and prosperous life, one smart decision at a time. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you think differently about your finances, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on building lasting wealth. We'll see you in the next one.